Have you ever told someone not to do something, and suddenly that's exactly what they want to do? It happens in relationships. It happens with kids. It happens with friends, partners, even at work. Sometimes, the moment you push someone to do something, they immediately resist. But the moment you act like you don't need it, suddenly they lean in, and it can make you feel confused. You might think, why do people do the opposite of what I ask? But the truth is simple. People don't like feeling controlled. Let's look at everyday life. Imagine a parent telling a child, "Don't touch that cake in the fridge." Suddenly, that cake becomes the most interesting thing in the house. The child wasn't even thinking about cake before, but now they're thinking about it all day. Why? Because the moment someone feels their freedom is limited, their mind quietly pushes back. Another example, think about texting someone you like. If you keep saying, "Why haven't you replied? Are you ignoring me? Answer me." What usually happens? They reply slower. Sometimes they disappear. But the moment you relax and stop chasing, something interesting happens. They suddenly message, "Hey, what are you doing?" Nothing magical happened. Their mind just stopped feeling pressure. And when pressure disappears, curiosity comes back. Let's look at work. Imagine a boss telling an employee, "You must finish this today, no excuses." The employee feels stressed, maybe even annoyed. But if the boss says, "Look, if you can finish this today, it would really help the team." Now the employee feels respected, and they're more willing to do it. Same task, different reaction, because people want to feel like the decision is theirs. Here's another daily example. Friends deciding where to eat. One person keeps insisting, "We must go to this restaurant." Everyone suddenly becomes less interested. But if that same person says, "I don't know, maybe we try somewhere else," suddenly someone says, "No, actually, let's try that first place." Nothing changed except one thing, the feeling of control. Human beings naturally protect their freedom, even when the thing being suggested is good. That's why sometimes the harder you push someone, the harder they pull away. And sometimes when you step back, they step closer. Reverse psychology works because it removes pressure. It gives people the space to choose. And when people feel like they chose something themselves, they commit to it more. That's why parents sometimes say, "Fine, don't clean your room," and suddenly the child starts cleaning. Not because they were forced, but because the resistance disappeared. If this feels familiar, think about moments in your life where the more you tried to convince someone, the less they listened. Or when you stopped trying, and suddenly they changed. That's not coincidence. That's the human mind protecting its independence. People want advice, but they don't want to feel controlled. If this feels familiar to you, follow this channel for more everyday psychology that helps you understand people better and make life, relationships, and communication a lot easier.